Good morning, traders. It's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. The week after the NFP, very interesting. We're starting very important period because Federal Reserve officially announced they finally start the so-called tapering, cutting the government bond purchases. They announced that last Wednesday after the FOMC meeting press conference. Very important event because on a later stage they also announced they're gonna start so-called interest rate hikes. They're gonna start increasing the interest rates, but they would wait until next year, middle of next year, according to the official information, with the interest rate hikes, just to see how the market is going to perform. Of course, to see where the inflation is going to go, the unemployment rate as well. As you know, it's very important for them to see the unemployment and the inflation. Speaking about inflation, we have the core CPI on Wednesday report for the US. Very important event, and definitely I would say the event of the week. So last Wednesday, Federal Reserve kept the interest rates same, planning to start hiking next year, as we already mentioned. Bank of England also is waiting to take an action towards the interest rates. They kept the same interest rates, and it was very nice a week, I would say. The only thing that's pretty interesting is that after the positive NFP and positive unemployment rate, they went green. We've seen a very like sharp decline of the US dollar. You see on the chart, on the Euro US dollar chart in front of you, you see the push to the upside, which was not logical whatsoever. The S&P 500 pushed to the upside very sharply, and this is why most probably the major currency pairs followed. But there was no logic of the US dollar, the reaction of the US dollar on Friday. What we got on the market? So we start Monday with Federal Reserve Chairman speech, 3:30 p.m. GMT. 1 hour and a half later, Bank of England Government Bailey is going to give a speech, and that's it for Monday. Tuesday we have PPI 1:30 p.m. Not very volatile event for the US dollar. Another Federal Reserve Chairman Powell speech, 2 p.m. GMT. Another Bank of England Government Bailey speech, 4 p.m. And that's it for Tuesday. Wednesday, core CPI, 1:30 p.m. Very important event, inflation report for US, and definitely important, more important than usual, just because of the Federal Reserve, because they've been watching very closely where the inflation is going in order to take an action towards their interest rates. Initial jobless claims 1:30 p.m. GMT, exactly the same time on Wednesday for the US dollar. Again, crude oil inventories 3:30 p.m. GMT. We're gonna take a look in a minute what's going on with the crude, but crude is struggling to break higher. It's a matter of time to see. OPEC Plus also, they've been pushing them to start. The European Union also mentioned that to start touching the production in order to increase the supply of crude oil, in order to push the crude oil for the winter down, in order to make it more affordable. How they're gonna react, it's a matter of time to see. Thursday we have employment change in Australia, 12:30, right after midnight. Not so volatile event. GDP on 7 a.m. GMT for the Great British Pound. Gross domestic product manufacturing production, 7 a.m. exactly the same time, and that's how we are going to finish the week. So the long story short, CPI, it's all about the inflation report on Wednesday, guys. Next week we have a couple of more inflation reports for the other countries. It's gonna be awesome. So let's take a look what's going on the charts. Euro US dollar in front of us. Euro is trying to bounce back from the support level. I am moving this support, this resistance, to a new support, 1.1524. Quick bounce back to the upside. Bear in mind that still the dollar is very fragile, and we can see the dollar continuing to the upside, even though the tapering means that we're getting closer to interest rate hikes, which means we're getting closer to strong push to the upside of the US dollar, respectively speaking, drop of all the major currency pairs. But for now, I think this support will hold. It's a matter of time to see, but Euro US dollar looks very promising. GBPUSD, we had a huge drop, 220 pips on the GBP. I'm super surprised of this drop, considering the Great British Pound is one of the most stable currencies these days. And followed by another drop of 90 pips. This was very big, guys. And honestly speaking, seeing no reaction to the downside with the American indices, this is even more surprising. So we can see GBP pushing up pretty quickly in the upcoming days. We see it on the 1.3486, haven't touched the support level yet. 1.3412. I am moving this resistance into a new support. Here we go, 1.36, 34.11, and I'm gonna wait how the price is going to react around these levels. But I'm remaining bullish on the GBP USD, because once this starts recovering, it's gonna do it heavily. Just take a look, quite similar a reaction of the GBP, bounce from here and recovery for less than a week, 380 pips. So we can definitely see something very similar to this recovery. Australian US, kind of similar. It started creating a higher lows and higher highs, which is our definition for an uptrend. Quick recovery here, not much volatility on Friday, just 50 pips. Australian US is heading to resistance 0.7411. I'm waiting to see how the price is going to react around this level. As you can see, tested here and here and here. So important level for the Australian US. I would wait to see how it's going to react. New Zealand US, similar, but here we have support, which is very strong. As you can see, 0.7100, round number, big round number, and very important support. Tested couple of times as a zone, and right now, as you can see, this is simply the reaction. Almost 40 pips since early morning of the New Zealand US with no events whatsoever. New Zealand looks promising to the upside. We exactly the same price action on Friday, sharp drop, and after that correction to the upside in order to close near the open price of Friday. So New Zealand, I'm remaining bullish. USD CAD, very interesting and very clear. Quite obviously, we've seen very big drop with some small corrections. Right now, USD Canadian is staying on the resistance level. Remember what I told you in the beginning of the video about the crude. Let's take a look what's going on with crude. So nice drop, $6.7 per barrel for 3 days. Right now he's trying to recover the price, but as we couple of times mentioned, we can see very similar price action to this. Here we've got around July 2021, and we can see a couple of bounces and a big drop. We have a lot of room to go down, guys. So crude oil could be very nice short opportunity, even though it's against the trend. Be careful, be of course be like delicate towards this instrument, but still can be very profitable short opportunity. USD Swiss, one of my favorite currency pairs, because simply it is printing a very clear levels, very clear opportunities. For now we are staying on the lows. I'm waiting for correction. 0.92 is very nice and clear level to take short trades. Very good USD Swiss. It's a matter of time to do the correction. USD Japan, as you can see, forming like tight range on the top here. Some people are going to consider that as a flag formation and then eventually to go up. I would wait to see, because USD Japan is still very dynamic. As you can see, very volatile. If I jump a little bit more to the past, you're going to see this big movements, very sharp one, and definitely this is something that can cause you a lot of problems on the USD Japan. But I'm remaining bearish because the US dollar anyway is getting weaker in the next. It's gonna get weaker in the next couple of months. So until please the interest rate hikes. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed these videos. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell, and of course share us and like us on the social medias. This is how you are supporting our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, more than welcome to text me. Peter Thompson is my name, senior account manager and of course mentor of 1 billion signal, sponsored by Merit Forex. Good luck with the trading quick. I will make a lot of profits, and expect my new video on Wednesday. Bye bye.